presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Spurs. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Parker in at the point guard position.
Well, Kevin Durant, last season's MVP, but LeBron James has won 4 in the last 6 seasons. He's one of only 5 players to ever win that many, and you can bet he'd love to win a few more.
Splitter, that's good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
On defense, the Spurs. Pass to Love. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And you remember LeBron James came within 1 vote, Clark, 1 vote of being the league's first ever unanimous MVP back in 2013.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 121 votes. And you know the question was, who did not vote for him? That's a conversation for another time. One sports writer did choose Carmelo Anthony. He said he didn't expect to be the only one. Now he lives in it.
The writer does.
That's exactly right.
Good. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile, he can pass, he can defend. And even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
It's LeBron with the drive, takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Parker outside, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And Splitter, clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid is good enough.
They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Parker dishes to Duncan. Outside Leonard. Green kicks to Splitter. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
Over in the corner, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. There's the 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve. Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills and Manu at the guards. Bellinelli is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a players' game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or two where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest, and it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
And San Antonio has possession following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game. Irving double team. Blocked. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. At the elbow, it's James. And here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And here comes Smith. Here's Dellavedova. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
San Antonio needs to do a better job guarding against Irving.
He's got 10 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
And here's Duncan, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Parker, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 13. Irving double team. Fires the 3. They get it back. Shumpert against Leonard. Dishes it to Irving. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Parker with the steal. Shumpert against Leonard. Feeds it to Parker. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Here's Diaz checked in for Splitter. Ginobili comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And here's Mills following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And it's sent back by Irving. Outside jumper. Now Love inside. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, Tim Duncan with the rebound. Ginobili with the ball. Here's Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Leonard's got 5 now.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Good if it goes. The shot no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers on top, leading by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. And it's Baines in at the 5 spot. Spurs trail by 5. Parker outside. Goes up with a stripe. The shot no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Into Smith. Now the dish to Love. James kicks to Irving. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Irving's got 19 points.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Well, he didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, contested it, and then got back straight to the glass.
And the dunk by James.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, felt angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Here's Parker. Following the basket by LeBron James. And Parker, here we go. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he's finding it very difficult to score here in the fourth.
56 seconds left in the game. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. The Spurs making a switch here. Splitter's checked in. Parker inside. He's guarded by Love. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 8 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team kind of get into that same passing groove that he's in.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Cleveland's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Count the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
This game's over, guys. I think you can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Miller's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. The Spurs also changing it up. First Diaz checked in for Duncan. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Mills. Here's Splitter. Missed inside. Here's Thompson. Misses the shot. So we see the